Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Ashley McDowell. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. A male is pleading not guilty to burglary and theft. Also tonight, CUC sends warnings to the public of some chemical contaminants in the water. And there is still time left to apply to participate in the Liberation Day Parade. We have the details. In sports, one team flies the highest in the Dove Women's Soccer League. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
The phone you want now on the best network and a plan that gives you endless data on chat, social, and music apps. Tell your Docomo Pacific rep you want now with access. Docomo Pacific, better together. Some conditions apply.
Hafa Day, Tirwami, and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Monday, June 17th, 2019. In court, an arraignment is held for a male being charged with count 1 of burglary and count 2 of theft. On April 23, 2019, 27-year-old Joshua James Torres Cruz allegedly committed burglary and theft at a residence in Aquino in Susupe. Court documents state the entry point was a sliding glass window where the screen was cut while the victims were at work. It was found by officers that more than $10,000 worth of jewelry was stolen. Cruz was arrested on June 5th, 2019, where bail was set at $25,000. Today in court, Cruz pled not guilty to count 1 and count 2 of theft and burglary. A status conference is set for July 29th. The cause of death has been released for an unresponsive male that was found on the side of Beach Road last month. According to the Department of Public Safety, a Filipino male in his late 50s named Edwin Pabalinas was lying next to Beach Road in front of the KS Market May 28, 2019. When officers approached the male, he was not responding to verbal questions and did not look to be breathing. After finding there was no pulse, the crime scene technicians were summoned along with the assistance of the Criminal Investigative Bureau and medics, where he was pronounced dead. After investigation, it was found that Pabalinas died of cardiac arrest with no foul play involved. The Summer Food Services kicks off next week, providing free lunches for children in the Sinamay. And here are the details.
We open up summer food service program sites at various schools around the Sinamay, Saipan, Tini, and Rhoda.
Starting June 24th through August 2nd, the Sinamay Public School System, through the USDA Food Service Program, will provide free lunches for all children in the Sinamay.
Not all, but most of the public schools on Saipan, or at least each village, are participating. So they have offered, the principals and the staff have offered to open up just to be able to serve meals to the kids that come in that want lunch.
The program is funded 100% by the USDA.
This is part of our annual nutrition assistance grant, and we write in each year a separate category just for summer meals. And our largest year was $600,000. For the feeding sites, it really varies day to day, and it's a lot tougher to forecast. Last year we didn't even do $500,000. This year we're still budgeting for $500,000 again. I think we're going to meet it. if for no other reason because of some of the austerity measures that are being put in place right now, I have a feeling that our participation is going to be a little bit higher, and we're glad to help and be there for the folks that need it.
Providing a free healthy meal to all children 18 years and younger all summer long except on holidays.
All of our meals are nutritious. They're all home cooked, right? I mean, I shouldn't say home cooked. They're cooked in a commercial kitchen, but they're cooked. There's nothing that's purchased and reheated. There's nothing wrapped in plastic that we just threw in an oven and fixed up. No, they're actually getting cooked rice from that morning. They're getting sauteed chicken. They're getting oven-baked chicken. The pizzas are all made fresh in the morning. We have spaghetti a couple of days. We try to do some things that we know are favorites. It's stuff that they wouldn't normally be able to get for lunch at home on many days.
From 11:30 a.m. until noon, children can grab their own lunch at the following locations. On Saipan: Garapan Elementary School, Oleai Elementary School, Cagman Elementary School, San Vicente Elementary School, WSR Elementary School, Culberville Elementary School, Dandan Middle School, Cha Cha Middle School, FMS Middle School, and Marianas High School. On Tinian, free lunches will be provided at Tinian Elementary School. And on Rhoda, free lunch will be provided at San Apollo Elementary and RHI Junior Senior High. The program is on a first-come, first-served basis. For more information on the summer food service, call 664-3901. Reporting for KSPN, I'm Ashley McDowell.
The Commonwealth Utilities Corporation is advising the public of high levels of 2 chemical contaminants in the water of certain areas on Saipan. According to CHC, high levels of the chemical contaminants PFOS and PFOA have been detected by CUC that exceed the United States Environmental Protection Agency health advisory level of 70 parts per trillion in an area of drinking water. The affected areas are Chalanlaulau, Iling, Chalankizu, Azterlahi, Kanat Tabla, Venasitsu, San Jose, and parts of Garapan, including Gualarai, Susupi, Azlido, and Asperdido. CUC is advising customers in those areas to avoid ingesting, cooking, or making ice with tap water until the concentrations are below the health advisory level. Applications for the Liberation Day float competition and concessions are now available at the Saipan Mayor's office.
The Sinamai Liberation Day Committee is asking any interested government agencies, businesses, community organizations, and individuals that want to be part of the 2019 Sinamai Liberation Day Parade and festivities to submit their applications. Participants can be part of the parade through a float competition or the arts and crafts vendors. A release states that prizes for the 2019 Liberation Day float competition is set at $3,000 for first place, $2,000 for second place, and $1,000 for third place, and $500 for fourth place. Applications can be found at the Saipan Mayor's office of the CTC building in Oleai or online at saipanmayor.net. But the deadline is approaching, as June 20th at 4:30 p.m. is the last day to submit applications for the parade float competition. Liberation Day festivities will run from June 27th to July 6th at the Garapan Fishing Base. Saipan Mayor David Apatang is encouraging the public to participate.
We're asking the community to come out and participate. So submit your application ahead of time. Same goes with the concessions and all that.
Coming up, we head over to American Memorial Park for the 75th anniversary of the Battle of Saipan ceremony. Check it out after the break.
Get the phone plan you're looking for at IT&E. Stay connected with the strongest, widest, and most reliable network in the Marianas. Stream, share, play, shop, and surf the web with super fast 4G LTE data. Whether you need just a few gigabytes of data to get by, or if you want to go further with unlimited data, there's a plan for you. You'll always get the best price. Visit any IT&E store or call us to learn more. IT&E. Explore your world.
Bubblegum Shrimp Company opens daily at 11 a.m. Located on Beach Road in the heart of Garapan.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. The 2019 Miss Marianas title holder was announced over the weekend, and KSPN was there to capture the moment.
Our 2019 Miss Marianas is Sharon.
There were 6 contestants from different villages throughout the island, and the 2019 Miss Marianas winner, Shannon Tudola Sasamoto, represents San Roque. One of these segments of the pageant was the final question and answer, and her winning response was,
there is no emotion I would erase, because all the emotions we go through is what makes us a person and what makes us grow and develop into the person. Emotions are what develop you to become your own inspiration, and that is what I am doing, standing here on this stage right now.
Many gathered over the weekend for the 75th anniversary of the Battle of Saipan wreath-laying ceremony. KSPN's video journalist Delbert Camacho brings us this sights and sounds.
I ask that the Congress declare a state of war has existed between the United States and the Japanese Empire.
It was Sunday, June 10, 1944. My brother Mariano and I were preparing to go visit our military friends, Japanese military friends, to beg for some food because we did not have any food. As we looked up in the skies, there were airplanes crashing, shooting at each other, and we got a little bit nervous and decided we better go back to our ranch before we are killed with all this bombardment. So Lawrence and Simon decided that we were going to take refuge at a cave further up from Kanatapla, our ranch. We were in the cave and I was only 12 years old and I did not know what was going on, but Dad knew exactly what was going on. One morning he was looking out southwest and he saw all kinds of ships, all sizes, just covered the western side of Saipan. And so we knew something was happening. The island was on fire for days and days. As the grass and tree above the cave we were hiding started burning, we began to feel the tremendous heat in the cave. The sun was up and the ship offshore saw people crawling on the hill. So they started shooting very close to the entrance of the cave where we were living. And thank God we were not harmed by the bombardment or the shot that came from the offshore ships. Three Marines came closer to the cave entrance and yelled in broken Japanese, "Shinpai naide datakoi," meaning without fear, come out. So my dad immediately jumped out and he says, "I surrender." And he says, "Oh, this is a very emotional part for me. Oh, you speak English?" My dad says, "A little bit, yes, I speak English." And he says, "By any chance, is your name Elias Saban?" He says, "Yes, I'm Elias Saban." And he says, "We've been looking for you because we knew that there were two people that spoke fluent English on Saipan." My eldest brother Ignacio and my dad looked back into the cave, entrance of the cave, and said, "Come out with your hands up because these are good people. They're not going to hurt us." So we all came out innocently with our hands up. My dad said, Can I ask one of you to follow me down the hill to the ranch where we left some people here 3 weeks ago? The Marine that took them down the hill came back and said they were all liberated a few weeks ago. Nobody died. So we were so happy that none of them, my grandmother was also one of them, that were liberated already.
There is not one thing I have done that has even half the significance of a 19-year-old who came ashore on the 15th of June in Saipan. Uncle Dave, I hope you had a much different feeling today than the first time you heard those jets overhead.
On Guam, applications are under review for a new medical examiner, and the National Guard recognized employers who support the Guard and Reserve. KUAM reports.
Buenas Zenhafade, CNMI. Here's what's making news on Guam. The search continues for a much-needed medical examiner. Recruitment of an ME will top the agenda of the upcoming Postmodern Commission meeting. Chairman Attorney General Levin Camacho will update members on applicants and how autopsies will be handled in the interim.
We're also going to talk about other efforts that we are making to address the issue of the availability of a medical examiner for non-homicide types of cases. We still have our contract with the 2 doctors from Hawaii that will be coming out, and thankfully there hasn't been any homicides since the man was stabbed up in Jigo.
Camacho says there are applications currently under review, and those who meet all the legal requirements will eventually be interviewed. He says recruitment continues to be hard due to the great demand nationwide for medical examiners. That also drives up the salary offers.
We have been talking to the Honolulu Medical Examiner's Office. They've had the same issue that Guam is having in recruiting people to go there. So, I understand it's a very important issue. We understand that. We're doing everything we can, but sometimes it's a little bit beyond our control in terms of applicants who are willing to move to the Pacific unless they have some ties to the region, which we were lucky last time with Dr. Espinola.
Longtime medical examiner Dr. Aurelio Espinola retired in January after 25 years on the job. The mayor and vice mayor of Tamuning and other elected officials joined the grand opening of Guma Hinemlo. Thomas Maglonia files this report.
A vision nearly 15 years in the making by Zoamti is now a reality. Guma Hinemlo opened its doors on Thursday at Sagan Kuturan Chamorro. The new space marks progress in the effort to reclaim and revitalize indigenous healing traditions under the Haza Foundation.
It's primarily to be used as a learning center to help us learn how to heal ourselves, each other, and physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually.
The House for Healing comes 3 months after renovation began. This is the third village facility, expanding its services in Agat and Zotnya. She says it takes a village.
The support in other ways, like bringing food for the volunteers, they just come by and they make things happen. It's the grassroots. This is all grassroots, people who love and care who make this happen.
Amwad apprentices and youth from Pineksai Haza, under the guidance of their Saina, explain the importance of programs that buildings like these house.
Typically this kind of stuff you're learning from your family, and for some of us, our family members have passed away. So we're learning from people who we're not blood to, and it's a blessing.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Tomas Manglonia.
Tomas. The National Guard held its annual appreciation ceremony for employers who support the Guard and Reserve, also known as ESGR. More than 50 Freedom Award employer nominees were recognized at the event Thursday at the Sheraton Hotel. The top award given at the state level is the Pro Patria Award. It is presented to one small, one large, and one public sector employer who demonstrate the greatest support by adopting policies that make it easier for their employees to participate in the National Guard and Reserve. This year's Pro Patria awardees are the Judiciary of Guam for the public sector, Tango Theaters in the small business category, and the Bank of Guam in the large business category. We'll stay informed 24/7 by checking out KUAM.com or downloading the KUAM News app available for iOS or Android. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Julius Santos.
Thank you, Julius. Coming up, if you missed a women's soccer championship last night, don't fret. We've got it in the Sports Report next.
The phone you want now on the best network and a plan that gives you endless data on chat, social, and music apps. Tell your Docomo Pacific rep you want now with access. Docomo Pacific, better together. Some conditions apply.
Good evening and welcome to Channel 2 Health Talk. I'm Dr. Tony Stearns of Marianas Medical Center. One of the most important things we can do as parents is to teach our children healthy living and healthy habits and to make sure they have a safe and healthy environment to grow up in. This process should really begin before and during pregnancy, but let's focus tonight on what begins the day you take your child home from the hospital, ideally riding in an approved and properly installed car seat. Here are some simple tips that can make a huge difference in the lifelong health and success of your child. First, and extremely important, breastfeed your baby for at least 9 to 12 months. It's probably the best gift you can ever give your child. Breastfed babies are healthier and smarter, plus breastfeeding is cheaper, easier, and simply better. It's the best source of protein for muscle development, fat for brain development, carbohydrates for energy, plus calcium for bone development. When it's time to start feeding your child food, ideally sometime around 6 months of age, make healthy choices. Milk, ideally breast milk, should still be an important part of your child's diet. Besides milk, cereals, fruits, and vegetables should make up most of the foods you give your infant. I'm constantly amazed at the choices parents make and the things that I see being given to babies and young children. Fruit juice is bad, despite what you may hear or see other people do. Juice is basically sugar water and is bad for babies and children. It's really not healthy for anyone. Drink water and eat the whole fruit instead. Soda, chips, chocolate, Cheetos, French fries, these are some more pretty common things I see people feeding their infants and children, and they're terrible for them. By following these simple tips, you can help ensure that your child grows and develops into a healthy adult with lifelong skills and habits that are the best way to remain healthy and prevent disease, to be successful, and to live a long life. Thank you for joining me. I'm Dr. Tony Stearns of Marianas Medical Center. Please join me again next week and have a healthy week.
Buenas sports fans. Buenas sports fans, hope you enjoyed your weekend. I know I did. All right, last night under almost a full moon, the Dove League ordained their 2019 Spring League champions. Sing hallelujah. With a big old soccer ball hanging in the sky, Kanoa FC and Orange battling Shirley's FC in NMI Blue first half. After KFC strikes first, Shirley's comes back. With an equalizer, Angie Maito passes to national player Katrina Costales. She's closely defended, but twists to create an opening. The goalie comes out and the ball goes in. 1-1. It's a new ball game. You can see why Katrina's on the national team. She's a rising star in this galaxy. She scored a league-high 11 goals this season. Well, that worked so well. Angie May tries to do it again. This time, though, the pass too far ahead, and Chevy Alpio clears. KFC on the move. Sue-Ann Huevos, nice run there until Catherine Magat comes out to end that threat. Still 1-1. End of the first half. Irish Poggerow with the blast that finds the right side of the net. Her second score of this game. The whistle blows, and Kanoa goes up 2-1. Time for intermission and time to kiss your dog. Now you can take a halftime break. Start of the second half. Irish with the left-footed shot straight. Oh, too straight. Here's another straight shot. Yeah, straight to the head. Shirley's for the tie. Chevy says, not on my watch. Pauline Joyce with the corner kick. Oh, just misses the connection with Sue Ann. Shirley's defense, though, keeping it a 1-goal difference. We got a game. Shirley's gets the ball deep into the box. For Katrina, a chip shot. Oh, it goes wide. Coulda, shoulda, woulda been a tie. Penalty kick for Kanoa. Sue Ann blast. Catherine reaches up to make the save and keep Shirley's within striking distance. Pauline Joyce dribbles left. She dribbles right. She shoots. She scores! Time was ticking like a time bomb in the second half. As Kanoa stretches their lead to 3-1. More Pauline controlling midfield. The pass to Irish. She springs open. Jenny Ann Capayas matches her step for step. The deflection. Sue Ann moves in, but Lillian Podzutsky eliminates the threat. Sue Ann with the long run. Mia Carrion has the angle to catch up to her. And more than that, she steals the ball. But that's it. That's the game. Kanoa FC flies away with the 2009 Dove Spring League Championship 3-1.
Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw.
Let's roll at Gold's Gym Saipan with group exercise for every body. Total Resistant Exercise, or TRX, helps develop your core and improve strength. And Zumba toning is probably the funnest way to get fit. The Shake Cafe is a great place to stop by for a meal replacement or supplements. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
All right, today's high, it was hot. 90 degrees, the heat index 104, and that ties the highest that we've seen in 2019. Look, and it's not even over yet. The low temperature 78, humidity 65%. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, isolated showers, east winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, high again 90, low 79, seas 3 to 4 feet. There's a full moon right now, right this minute. Sunrise tomorrow, 5:47, high tide 7:08 in the morning, low tide 2:39, sunset at 6:48.
You know, Bob, thank you for that weather report, but I thought that yesterday was a full moon.
99%.
My eyes were
99%.
99.
99%.
So tonight is 100%.
100% tonight.
All right, I'll have to make.
So what do you think about the results of the Miss Marianas contest?
I thought it was good, but you guessed wrong.
Well, you know, it's really wide open, but
yeah.
I think a lot of people were surprised this year. But this was really a good field, and I thought a lot of it. Well, everybody was qualified to win it.
I saw beautiful ladies.
I saw the people coming out after it was over. Everybody was dressed up. It was like the event of the summer. I guess.
Absolutely. Yep. Dressed to the T's to go support these gorgeous ladies.
The ladies were dressed up.
Yes, they look
the
amazing.
Guys they weren't really that.
Yeah.
Girls
ladies pulled it off for sure. Yeah.
They did it.
And congratulations. That was a very very
that
awesome
was.
pageant,
I'd hate to have been a judge during that one.
Yeah, it was tough.
They all did a great job.
Absolutely. Very good job. So thanks for watching. Please do tune in tomorrow night at 6 and have a great rest of your night.
Good night.